Business is war, my brothers and sisters. The day you decided to become a businessman, you just declared war on yourself and your family. Let me say this again. If you're not using something in the marketplace, somebody else is using something against you. Last week I gave an example of how I lost money in the house. Mysteriously, geckos came and stole our money. And in the comment sections, so many people gave us different testimonies, but one lady stood out. This is a lady who stays alone in the house. She has a 21,000 kwacha in the house. Alone, the doors are locked, everything is intact, the money just disappears mysteriously. Why? Because somebody else was using something against her. My question is, what are you using for your business? Before you say Africans are too spiritual, before you say we are too spiritual, we want to spiritualize everything, just do a quick Google search. 10 most spiritual countries in the world and see if any African country is going to pop up there. If you are in Lusaka, I want you to pay attention to, go to maybe a Chinese restaurant or maybe go to a Chinese hotel. Pay attention, just at the entrance of that hotel, you are going to find 2 dragons right there at the entrance of the hotel. They are showing you who they worship. They are showing you who they pay allegiance to. They have 2 dragons at every China restaurant or China mall. You're going to find dragons. A friend of mine, Blessings, who's in Dubai, can confirm there's even a mall called the Dragon Mall in Dubai. They are telling you who they worship. My question is, are you just because I know you're going to talk about principles, not just follow the laws of business. If you get, for example, if you're baking a cake, all you need is to get the right ingredients, put them together. You're going to have a cake at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who is doing it, either it's a Christian or Muslim or a Satanist or a devil worshipper, whoever it is. As long as they get all the right ingredients, they put them together, they are going to have a cake. But there are certain unforeseen circumstances that will happen in any business that you didn't plan for. For example, while your cake is in the oven and then Zesco decides to take power away, Zesco, electricity just goes away. You've planted a farm of 10 hectares. You've done everything correctly. And then that year, the rain decides not to come. You did everything according to the book, but there are certain things that will happen that you didn't plan for. If the moment you decide to enter into a business is the day you are going to go to prison for the first time, that business of yours will take you to jail one day. It will make you sleep in the prison cells one day. Not because you wanted to, but because things happened. If you don't want to owe people money, never go into business because you are going to owe people money by default. There are so many things. There's a gentleman, a friend of mine from Mandevu who runs, he has a shop in Mandevu where they sell bicycles. He was telling me just a story yesterday of how he bought this bicycle from a friend of his. He puts it up for sale. The moment somebody buys that bicycle, 3 days later, there's a knock at the door. The police. You sold the stolen bicycle. Before this guy realizes, he spends a night in prison. The people around him are like, wow, so this guy is a thief. He sells stolen products. Did he steal? No, he did not. But circumstances happened. There are some times in my own business, especially when I was just starting out. Here you are selling a machine for 20,000 kwacha. The client comes, they pay you in cash, in full. You get part of the money, you pay your salaries, you pay rentals, and then you get a bit of it, you put it back in the bank. 2 days later, the client comes back, your machine is not working. I want my money back. Now this client is chasing you because you don't have the money. You've used this to pay rentals and to pay your workers. Now they are chasing you. Before you know it, they are calling you a crook. Before you know, if you're not lucky enough, you will find yourself on social media trending that you're a thief, you're a crook. But did you steal the money? No, life happened. Things happened. So things are going to happen to you in business that you didn't plan for. Now imagine if you're not using anything. So my question is, how do you survive in such a market like that? The Bible says, he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The people that you're competing with are using juju against you. The people that you're competing with, they are worshiping dragons, they are worshiping mammon. So for you now, how do you survive in such a marketplace? Do you even have an altar in your business? You have an altar that fights for you, because in business it's altar versus altar. Everybody has an altar, but you, the strongest altar is the one that wins the battle. So how strong is the altar that is fighting for your business? When was the last time you fasted for your business? When was the last time you prayed for your business? So my brothers and sisters, to succeed, you have to realize that what you are doing now is war. That office of yours is a war room. That is not a place for having parties. That's not a place for drinking. Some of you even have sex in your own offices. Sex in the office. This is a war room. This is a battle place where you fight for your destiny. But you are having fun. You're drinking alcohol. You're having sex in your office. Anyway, that's it. That is something to think about. I wish you well, and God bless you.